It's no secret the side-by-side industry is booming, and with that comes a need for competition. Hemonds Motocross Park has created a UTV Rallycross series. The promoter, Peter Libby, I hooked up with him. He goes over the basics with us, the safety equipment you need, the cost, the basic layout of the race, the facility, and man, I had a great time. Jumps, trails, fast woods, beautiful grass for acres and acres, and one of the best motocross tracks in New England. What more do you want? You're under the lights with your friends and your family. They're helping you on your pit stops. I can't wait to go back to get some in-car footage. I can't wait to go for a ride. I want to drive myself. Who doesn't? Here's Peter.
I've been traveling around racing in Alabama and in other states doing the UTV Rallycross races. And me and Mike got together, the owner of Hemonds Motocross Park, to start a series in Maine because there's really nothing going on here in Maine. And I feel like a lot of people own UTVs and Polaris RZRs and things like that, and there's not really an outlet for that. And with Mike having the motocross track, it was a perfect venue for that. He has 1,000 acres here that we can ride on. We've had 3 races here so far. We've been trying to grow the sport. You know, you can come here with a stock machine and race, you know, with minimal requirements like fire extinguisher, you know, just some just inexpensive things that you can get into this sport. If you have a machine, you really don't need to spend a lot of money to come and race it. The format of the race is a 4-hour endurance race. So we start the race 2 hours before dusk. We race 2 hours during the day and right into the dark, which is a pretty cool format because you get that whole experience of going from being in the daytime right into the darkness. So, you know, playing a factor with lighting and things like that on the vehicle. You know, it's pit strategy involved, you know, with fueling and things like that. It's pretty cool. We kind of got the idea from the Best in the Desert. That's a really big, you know, deal in the, you know, Southwest. There's not really a whole lot of that stuff going on in the East. And those races can be 10, 12 hours long. So it's, you know, it's a long race, but, you know, I think 4 hours is a good period of time for people to, you know, to get the whole feel of, you know, an actual endurance race.
If I went to my nearest Polaris dealership and I bought a RZR, what do I need to come out to race?
The minimum requirements are number plates, a quick release fire extinguisher, a safety light, and a horn. So for very minimal cost, you could come to the track and race a fairly stock machine. RZR, Can-Am, what have you. There's multiple classes. You don't have to have the biggest and the best thing. We don't want to make it so that someone can't afford to do this. We want to make it easy for someone to roll off the showroom floor and come right to the track and race. Your cost on, you know, the upgrades that would need to be, it would probably be under $500. Entry fee to the race is $100 for the driver. It's $50 for a navigator if you choose to have somebody ride with you. That person can also drive the vehicle as well. So you could have co-driver and driver at $150. You could come and race the vehicle.
What's the benefit of having the co-driver?
That person can help you if you have a problem on the track, changing a tire, changing a belt, if you have an issue. You know, I choose not to ride with somebody. It's less weight in the vehicle, but a lot of people do ride with, you know, with someone in the vehicle.
Okay. Talk to me about, I saw a pit stop earlier. How many pit stops every race in this 4-hour race? 1, 2?
Depending, yeah, the track is about 6 miles long here. So in a 4-hour period of time, depending on how fast you're running, you could be pitting at least once, maybe twice, depending on what kind of machine you have, what size fuel tank you have. I have a 10-gallon tank in my RZR, and in the 4-hour period of time, I burn 27 gallons of fuel. So I pit twice for fuel in a 4-hour period. If you have an, you know, fuel cell that holds more gallons, then you may not have to pit as much, which can play a huge factor because it's a timed event. It's not a heads-up race. It's a full rally timed event.
We brought a tow strap, didn't we?
where can we find more information?
Right now, you can find more information on Facebook under New England Off-Road, or you can call Hemonds direct, or you can go to your local dealers. I know they've been notified, your Polaris dealers have been notified about the series that we're running, because Polaris is very involved with this series. So your local dealer should know where to go, at least to get some sort of information. But Facebook would probably be the best thing for updates and happenings and pictures and things like that.